my name is Chantel. Welcome back to my channel and thanks for hanging out with me today. So today we're going to talk about Ace of Diamond Act 2 Episode 2 or Season 3 Episode 2, whichever you prefer. Anyway, so I guess let's start off by talking about Furuya because he was the main focus in this episode. So this whole episode, he was in his best form. He's doing really good. Everyone has all eyes on him and the media is going crazy about him as well. Things are just looking really good for Furuya and he's just kind of taking it all in. You can see like that goofy smile from time to time. He's just like enjoying every bit of like these moments. So obviously you can tell that Furuya is happy with all this and all this attention that he's been getting from the media. It doesn't really faze him. There's this one part in there where he like falls asleep talking to them, which I thought was freaking hilarious. Like Furuya, this is moments like that make me love Furuya a lot because he's such like an awkward little character that I just enjoy, and like moments like that just, I don't know, I love him, and like they're just like a little goofy side that I like. Anyway, but besides the whole media, there was one thing that I liked that had me dying when they were trying to interview him. They were like, oh, what do you aspire to be? And he's like, a polar bear. I was like, I should have known that would be like an answer for him. I thought that was so hilarious. Like I was dying. Oh my gosh. I love that part so much. Like it was so hilarious to me. Anyway, but besides that, like I said, he's been getting a lot of attention and Masamune also seems to have eyes on him. And Sedo has made it to the quarterfinals, and not just them, we also got to see Raichi, Sanada, and his team in this episode just for a brief second, and like seeing them for just that brief second, like I was so happy, and I didn't honestly realize like how much I missed these characters until like I saw them and I was freaking out. It was just really nice to see them, and I completely forgot that they were also qualified for this, so I was like, oh yay, like it was just really nice to see them and hear their voices again, and seeing Daichi and his father. Like it was just a great little moment overall. But yeah, like I said, they made it to the quarterfinals, and we also get a little bit of an introduction with the other teams that made it into the quarterfinals, and we got to know like a little bit of information of each team, what makes them special, and like their players that you should look out for. So I thought that was really interesting just to hear like all of that. And yeah, I mean there's not really too much for me to say on that other than there was this one team that I do remember from the manga. I don't remember too much about them, but I do remember the name, which was Hakuryu. I don't remember the characters or anything, but I do remember again the team. I was like, oh yeah, I remember, but don't remember much. Anyway, that's all I gotta say with that. So I guess let's go ahead and talk about Furuya again. I know I like jumped from one thing to another, but yeah, let's focus on Furuya now. I think I mentioned earlier in my video how we just saw like how much he's grown just by like seeing him talk a little bit more, and there was this one moment in like towards the end of the episode where I can't remember which character said this, but one of the characters were like, oh, like how come you didn't go to a school in Hokkaido? Like if you had known about Masamune, would you have joined a team in your hometown? And everyone looked so nervous like hearing this, and I really liked Furuya's response. Like basically what he said was, you know, if I went to somewhere in my hometown, I don't think I would have improved and grown like I have here with this team that I have now, which I thought was such a cool little moment for Furuya. Like I was like, oh, okay. Like to me, like hearing him say that just showed me just like how mature he's grown, and like I don't know, I just thought that was a really cool moment. I was like, smooth. You know, I don't know, like that's just the best way that I can describe that. Like I really liked that moment. Like hearing him say that was pretty freaking awesome. Anywho, the next episode though will focus on Furuya, it looks like, and Masamune. We're finally gonna have the showdown between Sedo and Masamune's school, which is gonna be really interesting and really intense. Like I can already feel it just because of like how Masamune is as a player. It's gonna be really interesting to see how everything plays out, and I'm excited to see just like how this is gonna affect Furuya, because Masamune from what I've learned about in this episode is that he's pretty much like the top ace of his generation. So he's basically like the best of the best. So this is gonna like tell us where Furuya is, like at what level and what he needs to improve on. So this is gonna be really interesting just to see like how different these two are. Not only that, but again, everybody has their eyes on these two and they're all looking forward to this match because like I said, it's gonna be a real intense match for sure and it's gonna be a fun one. Let's see, I think that's all I really have to say with Furuya. I guess let's go ahead and talk about Samura for a little bit. I'm really sad that we didn't get to see him play this episode. Like I would have liked to have seen him play. We did get to see Nori play for a little bit. Like he got swapped out for Furuya, which I thought was hilarious because obviously we all know Furuya, he wants to keep playing and keep going. But they just want to save Furuya and his energy and not like let him overdo it because they have a big game tomorrow. So yeah, that's why they swapped in Nori, and Nori did pretty good. I really like that he had a little bit of moment to shine for himself. Like it was great to see him and have his moment. Like it was awesome. I think it was anyway. So yeah. Yeah, but with Samura, like I felt so bad for him because he didn't get to play at all, and I really like seeing like those weird angry faces that he would make at Furuya. Like you can tell like he wants to be in that spotlight. Like I think that's so hilarious. Like it's so Samura. But yeah, just at the very end of the episode, when I see him practicing and how he wants to be on that mound, I was just like, just let him play! I really do want to see him play more, so hopefully we'll see that further down the line. But other than that, that's all I really have to say for this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing me ramble on. Not too much for me to say, but yeah, other than that, I guess that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed like I said, hearing me ramble on. I know I said that already, but anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!